This is no bullshit gaming podcast, 2.5 gamers. Sharing actionable insights, dropping knowledge from our day-to-day user acquisition, game design, and ad monetization jobs. We are definitely not discussing the latest industry news, but having so much fun. Let's not forget this is a 4 a.m. conference discussion vibe, so let's not take it too seriously.
Amazing.
That was fucking amazing, right? Okay, so welcome everyone. This is session number 65. So what an epic intro. So I called my good old friend Samuel L. Jackson because, well, he's a very good friend of my grandfather, and then, he just did it for us. Man. So yeah, this is what I've been doing with Matej, the other Matej, obviously, in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, welcome everybody. Today, well, we have Felix, the best ad monetization person on the podcast, Braberg, Jakub, the best game design person on on the podcast, and Matej, the best UA manager on the podcast, Launcherish. So welcome everybody. Most flamboyant, of course. So we have really a lot to talk about today. So let's. I think we can just jump straight in. Oh, wait, no. First, I need to mention that we are going to be very busy at the MAU next week. We have so many recordings planned. Let's see how it goes. I need to still assemble the podcast traveling kit. I have it all at home, but I didn't prepare yet for it. But on Tuesday, we are actually recording with Sylvan from Growth, Gems, and a live podcast. And I'm going to actually make it live on YouTube. So I'm going to share the link. And it's 7 p.m. PST, which means it's actually 4 a.m. in Europe.
Outstanding move.
So it's not going to be only 4 a.m. discussion vibe, but also a live discussion at 4 a.m. So that's going to be fun. And then we have actually a live podcast on stage with the Mistplay guys, with Gregory and Tiff.
Am I on that one, or did you kick me off?
No, I kicked you off. It's only 20 minutes, so if we are like 4 people there, it's just not gonna. Now it's 20 minutes. We are going to talk about some interesting UA and creative tips, and then we will record another session with Mistplay to go a little bit deeper into their UA activities.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions for them. Yeah.
Nice, yeah. So we are setting it up on Tuesday. So yeah.
Well, that's the future. Yeah. What are we talking about today?
That's the future. Yeah, today, I have no idea. You tell me. Now, we are talking about triple tile and triple match 3D games and comparing them on the ad monetization side, game design side, and the UA side. So, yeah.
Yeah, I already looked at Remo's part, and it looks like he's already added a bunch more games. So, yeah.
No, really? No, as usual. Yeah. As usual. No, but I have also like a few more games in the retention comparison as well. Just to see like how the subgenre of this match-free category looks like. Yeah. So you can start if you want.
So,
Felix.
Admon. So, by the way, like before starting the analysis, the Admon, I just wanted to say something really funny where you guys are going to like this. So someone actually from Triple Dot reached out to me randomly on LinkedIn last week and was like, hey, I really like the podcast. Ads are amazing. And basically, by the way, it's really great to get these messages. So keep them coming. Really helps us going. I'm sure both Matej and Remo would agree with me. That's nice to get these messages. So keep them coming. So anyway, so this person who reached out, he was like, hey, ads are amazing. Thanks for the pod. To which I replied, like a normal human being. Yeah, we're actually planning on doing an analysis episode on triple tile. To which this person, who's quite senior, I might add as well, replied, boo. Like, boo, get off the stage. Yeah. And I didn't really know how to react. So I kind of just left it there for an hour. And then I was like, you know what? Well, I was about to start typing, I'm sorry you feel that way. We're going to do this analysis anyway. And then actually he had changed the boo to woo to remove the comment. So for an hour, I was like, it's the weirdest, weirdest analysis. Anyway, so after I got negged so hard by this person, I have no other choice than to start my Admon part with the analysis of triple tile. So,
100%.
Yeah, so super simple gameplay. The rewarded ad units here are very, very early in the Futui, and it doesn't feel like they're forced at all. They feel very natural, and player really gets eased into eased into them. And in terms of rewarded placements, I count 4. One is to revive yourself if you block out on a level that can only be used once. And there's also 3 rewarded ad placements at the bottom of the core gameplay to aid you in the matching of tiles: the magic wand, the refresh, and the undo. Looking at negative Remo here. Any other rewarded placements you've seen in the game?
Actually, if you go into the settings, they have the replay and map button that has a ad badge on top of those, but it doesn't do anything regarding an ad. So
Nice.
I don't know what's that about, but yeah, the 3 boosters are pretty much for ads. That's the usual thing. And then when you lose, of course.
Well, what is really, really weird is the 0 in-app revenues.
Yeah. Beautiful, right? None of these pesky IAP revenues ruining the day. It's just pure ad monetization, which is beautiful.
Of course.
Ad monetization at its finest.
Yeah, does this take away the premium feeling of the game?
I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I still think it feels very premium.
You know what I heard? There is a gaming company from South Korea making the tile game, but they're in these small tiles. They're small waifus.
No way.
Just you wait. Just you wait. The next gacha game we're gonna do. Just you wait.
all Admon, nothing else.
I love it. Remo's furious. He's turning red if he is listening to it.
Yeah.
So anyway, 4 ad placements in triple tile. I guess most your users would play about 1 or 2 levels per session. So rewarded IMTAO, I'd put it somewhere between 4 to 6 rewarded. But man, the rewarded placements just work so well here. You have to admit, Remo, they just you just want to watch them, right? They just boost gameplay quite a lot. Don't you think they're just amazing?
Yeah, the sunken cost fallacy hit pretty hard here because you've been, there's no time limit within the other games. So if you spend 20 minutes, why wouldn't you watch an ad to save you those 20 minutes to get to the previous state?
Yeah. But then again, let's not talk anymore about rewarded ads because Triple Dot is not the fastest growing company in Europe without reason. They also have interstitial ads. So this is 100% absolutely their cash cow. You get clobbered with interstitial ads in triple tile. But the thing is, I don't really mind it because you get so much clear value from the rewarded ads that it almost seems fine to also watch interstitial ads on top of it. And using my very, very exact patent pending method of estimating interstitial ads, which is a stopwatch and a pen and paper.
Nice. Very good.
I reckon that if average session length is about 15 to 20 minutes in this game, I think these guys are showing about 7 or 8 interstitial ads to users, which is quite a lot. This brings us to also banners because they also have banners, and banners is a bit harder to estimate, right? So you have a refresh rate, which is quite easy to time. So I was sitting with a timer and I think about 10 seconds, maybe 15, but I'd probably say it's 10 seconds on average. I don't know the session length, but I'll probably take a shot in the dark here that I probably think they show about 65 impressions per user here. But in reality, this could be easily as high as 100 per user for all I know, right? I just don't know enough about the session length to estimate that. So yeah, 65 to 100, I guess that's my range. So I'm about to tell you some very large numbers, and they do seem like large numbers. But keep in mind also that these numbers are very large because I get the DAU numbers from our second favorite data tool. And
I hope you double checked that this time.
Yeah, because Legend of Slime, a Korean, a friend of mine with some inside knowledge, reached out and said that DAU was way too high for what I thought. But anyway, so
and then you need to say that also the favorite data tool then corrected the DAU after our episode as well.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
No, it's our second. This is our second favorite data tool now. After such a big error, it's our second favorite. Anyway, so our favorite data tool claims that this triple tile has 6 million DAU. So my estimates for rewarded is that they earn about $142,000 a day from just rewarded ads, $83,000 a day from banners, and here comes my exact estimate for interstitial ads. $238,316.40 per day.
Yes. We have decimals.
The decimals.
We can kill
We
the,
can
yeah,
leave
we
now.
can kill,
Yeah,
yeah.
so this
We can leave.
gives
Thank
a
you very
grand
much.
total that I think Triple Tile is making $464,000, $541.92 a
Man.
day, or
Yes.
a cool estimated $14 million a month, or about 100% of their revenue because they don't have any IAP revenue. I don't even see a remove ads one, which is. Did you see like
No.
an SKU
No.
for that? That
Not
seems a
really.
bit weird to me, right? Like, why not even add that option, right?
Why would you?
Remo, come on.
Well,
But like, why not even give the option here? Because like the ad ARPDA might be super high, right? But if you add an IAP to remove ads for 30 days for like $9 or $19,
Yeah,
I've also
like-
seen for 30
you don't
days.
remove it
Like,
for 30 days, you remove it forever or not, usually.
exactly.
both.
I've seen both actually in some games.
Uh,
But then you would need to price it very correctly, not like $3 in hyper casual games or like $5 or Legends of Slime.
the
they have,
retention
like,
on these
20.
games is pretty high. It's casual puzzle, so
Yeah.
you're
Exactly.
cutting yourself into this
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
ad
but-
spend.
But even though,
shooting
like,
yourself
you
in the
could
foot.
even go crazy, right? Like $19. I had in some idle games, like they offered, like, selling, like, removing ads completely for $19, which
well,
did sell quite well.
Legends of Slime has that
Yeah.
for $19.
Yeah, but that's like, that's
What's
not
What do you
the
mean,
you know?
housewife,
Yeah, because-
housewife pricing.
I mean, the fact that you're earning,
What?
you won't be earning $19 per user, or like from ads, like that's quite steep.
Yeah, I know,
True.
but as I said, like the conversion, I guess, would be
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of pitiful on that.
Yeah. Anyway, I had a look at their AdApps.txt file. It's probably the longest I've ever seen. I do see a bunch of overlap. So they probably just copied and pasted this over and over a couple of times. So point of critique here for Triple Dot is the naming convention. Your AdApps.txt file is awful.
Man, doesn't
Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter
exactly.
at all. That's the
Nobody
joke.
cares.
It's an Admon joke, mate.
Ah, okay. Ooh, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Then
But actually, like, regarding Triple Dot, like, they're one of the biggest publishers in the world, right? And I've actually spoken to some people that work at mediation platforms at 4 a.m. when they were quite drunk, and they have admitted to me that they think that the Triple Dot Admon team is probably one of the sophisticated in the industry.
not only Admon team, but the whole company.
Yeah, it's sharp as a thumbtack. I personally would love to work on a title like this, where you don't have to contend with like IAP sales because they're annoying. Just a word of caution, I guess, where I can see
Who is this
say
person?
from like
Who is this
Triple
person?
Dot here is that like they might, like, I have no idea what their share revenue looks like, but in 6 months the AdMob revenue is going to take a major hit, right? So if they have anything between 40 to 60% reliance on AdMob, that could be a very big risk for them. In their AdApps.txt file, I did only see 2 GAM partners. Basically, that's like the easiest way to kind of hedge your bets here to get away from reliance on AdMob, right? But I only saw 2. I don't know if they have more because the AdApps.txt file is so long, but usually for someone like this, I'd expect like 4 or 5 GAM partners usually, right? Admon score, solid 10 out of 10. But then, like, I've been telling all my clients ahead, like, if you're really reliant on AdMob, you have a massive Titanic-style iceberg up ahead. So, like, smooth sailing now until the 31st of October, and after that, it could get really choppy. So, that moves me on from Triple Tile to Triple Match by Boombox. So, this is so frustrating. I've been playing this game for 5 days now. 5 days. And I'm still not seeing any ads. Like, I play on a German, like, iPhone in the German App Store, and I don't know if they do some kind of segmentation or something, because I'm on level 50, and I have the SKU to remove ads, but I don't see any ads. So,
Me
like,
too.
what's the thinking here? I have no idea.
Dancing Jakub over there. He's like, yeah, I have ads because I'm on level 557.
Yeah, like, what level are you on, Remo? Am I on a higher one? What?
31.
Yeah, I'm on level 47, and there's no ads, right? Have you seen any ads?
No, it was great. Kind of premium feel.
Shut up. Anyway, I like,
Okay.
but these games are competing, right? So I'm just super curious. Like, it's such a different monetization strategy. I'm sure Remo's going to get into it when you go into your part, right? But
yeah,
it's just weird to me. Like, 5 days with no ads. like that seems a bit aggressive, especially for one of these genres that traditionally is more ad driven than IAP driven.
I don't think that's true, actually.
Wait a second.
No.
Bullshit meter is blinking.
Yeah. You know, did you hear Samuel talking about this is no bullshit gaming podcast? Like, that's not true.
Puzzle genre is traditionally driven by IPs. Period. Goodbye.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. Like, this is very big exception with Triple Tile, and ZenMatch had, I think, some ads, but I'm not sure for 100%. So just,
I mean,
be careful.
I haven't seen any ad placements yet in Triple Match. I guess they make money on people misclicking on the remove ads button, for all I know. But
yes, that's a decoy. That's a decoy. That's a very good decoy.
So I haven't been able to.
I don't want to see ads.
Yeah, I haven't estimated because I couldn't see any ad units. So I couldn't estimate anything, right? So I have nothing here to add. So I'm just going to turn it over to Mr. Mache.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. So,
by the way,
I was. Yeah.
Sorry, before we finish this, so the consensus is that they have it there because they're having segmented ads, and we just can't see it because we are in a cohort that isn't part of that segment.
I don't think so, right? Because 3,
or it's just a suspicion.
A suspicion, right? Like I have a feeling they might be segmenting users based on that, but you guys are in Slovakia, and you guys didn't see any ads, and that's not a tier 2 geo like Germany, and
What are you talking about?
Sorry, Slovenia is the tier 3. What am I thinking? Sorry.
We have the highest ECPM in Europe.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
On 3 players that actually watch ads.
And don't mess with
me,
the
Remo, and then one of our colleagues.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yes, Slovakia is a tier 1 geo competing with America. What was I thinking?
As always, we have a better internet connection, honestly.
Definitely.
All right. Okay. Stop with this. We have lots to cover. So I will start with Triple Tile as well. And as usual with revenue. So I was actually looking at the downloads numbers, and I was like, what the fuck are we, like, why are we even talking about this game? This game already peaked in January and it's declining in downloads. And then I realized I only look at iOS numbers. I was like, okay, fuck. The Triple Tile has 87% downloads and revenue coming from Android. I was like, oh, okay. That was a good mistake. So in terms of revenue, I have no idea how the composition looks like, but I guess it's tied to the number of downloads, right? So we can kind of estimate it from there. So they have
told you the ad revenue, man.
But ad revenue, but by country, not like a day. Because like they have on the first spot there's US, there's Brazil on second place, then Mexico, Germany, France, Japan, South Korea, Argentina, Italy, and India. So there's like these top 10 countries in terms of downloads. So I'm not sure if this is also like top 10 countries in terms of revenues. So that's why it's just kind of weird. But at least like the tier 1s on US, I think that could be still in the top 10. They are getting like almost 5 million installs per month. They peaked in January, which was like 4.7, and now it was like 4.5 last month, which is, fine. But this is pretty tough market already. ZenMatch being bought by Moonactive. There's Spy Games entering the space too with the Tilebusters, and just think about this category in terms of CPIs as match-free genre. So it's super expensive. So if you see or think about the US CPIs for match-free games, 35 plus, 30 plus, 50 plus in US for purchase-oriented campaigns, yet this game getting 4 million installs per month. And it seems like nothing for Tripleout, but they have zero in-app revenues. So this brings me back to AdWords campaigns again. Which means their CPI is quite different from also the Triple Match 3D game. So they have lower CPI than purchase campaigns, but still 4 million is 4 million. So if we break this down by geo, around 1 million comes from tier 1 geos, which I mentioned is US, Germany, France, Japan, and Korea. So let's do these calculations a la Felix.
Calculations a la Felix, you mean really accurate and amazing calculations?
Yeah, very accurate. No decimals, but so if I'm looking at the CPI in tier 1, which may be just $2 with two eyes closed. And the tier 2 plus tier 3 CPIs around like 50 cents. So their monthly spend could be around 3.5 million. But if we actually look into this a little bit more realistically, then the CPI in tier 1 could be around 4. And let's have one eye closed, and the CPI for tier 2 and tier 3 will be like 50 cents, which brings us to almost like 5.5 million spent a month, which is again a little bit more realistic, but not like super realistic. And I think like the CPIs in tier 1s are way higher than that, but not reaching 35. So if they are making 14 million a month, then I think the like estimated spend could be around like 7-8 million a month. So
it's a money printer, pretty much.
I mean, pretty much. Well, we can look at the retention, because this subgenre for match 3, they have like, well, the retention for all the subgenre for match 3, they won 53%, and we have this data again from Game Analytics benchmarking plus tool. Day 7 is 33%, and then day 28 is 27%.
Ooh, so it sounds like a woo rather than a boo. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely woo. But I was looking into the favorite data tool and comparing the retention between triple tile, triple match, 3D, Zen match as well, and tile busters. So if I'm looking at the Google Play triple tile, they have 50% day 1, which is the best from all the games. And then day 7, 24%, day 30, only 10%. So it's like, it's not as beautiful as Wu as you would expect. But then on day 30, day 90, they still have like 4%, and triple match 3D, they have 7%. So, the traffic on the ads and the traffic the triple match 3D is getting from purchase oriented campaigns is way different on the long term. So that's how I think the triple match 3D can earn also around like 14-15 million, but on in-apps. In terms of iOS, it's slightly better, 52% on day 1, day 7 is 26%, and then day 30 is 11% for triple tile. And I mean, it's very similar to triple match and tile busters and even Zen match. So when I was looking at the UA channel mix for triple tile, 25% of the budget goes to Iron Source now. I mean, okay, interesting.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so the change
I'm pretty
happened.
sure they mediate on Max. That's my suspicion, at least. Yeah.
No, well, I was looking into the SDKs actually just to confirm this, and I think they are mediating with Apple Win Max.
Yeah.
This change happened in the middle of April. So before that, the Uplavin was the biggest channel. Maybe,
You think they moved?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe they moved. So, that would be huge.
That's really
that
big,
would
yeah.
be huge. Yeah. So yeah, I was doing a little bit of digging on my side as well. So finally something refreshing actually, because seeing more and more ad networks coming up on the top of the UA channel mix is it's way more refreshing than just seeing the good old Facebooks and Googles on the top always. So they run all the channels. When you are spending this amount of money, you need to have like very diversified portfolio. And we have some back channel information that they also run campaigns on Misplay. So lots of diversification. Well, yeah, I was literally asking them like if they can provide more info, but it was like really close to our recording, so I only know they run the campaigns there. So let's talk about creatives. And same as other triple dot games, they are playing this like brain card in a different variation. So
better have examples, man. I've been waiting all week for this.
I have. Don't worry. I will show it. I just want. Yeah. No. I will just do it right away. Why not? Let's share the screen and then light the entire screen. Just please tell me if you actually see the ads. Not like the last time. Like
we told you.
Yeah, afterwards. Yeah,
I'm not brave enough to speak up on such matters.
Yeah, I can see. So yeah. Where do we have this? Oh, here. Okay, so this is the classic triple tile. You see
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Turn off the sound.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So they're playing these brain games, like brain type. What's your brain type? And then you're just trying to clear the board.
So this is a fake ad.
And that's what I wanted to say. It's an altered gameplay.
Yeah, sorry, altered gameplay with enhanced interaction.
How about I mean? Oh, what, Joe? Why are you?
Why is there like a reverse Tetris in it?
And well, that's how it works. And then they have the strong call to action at the end, like play the next level. Do you know like where did we see this? And all the
Hero
Player
Wars.
X games. Yeah, all the Player X. And then they have like this like interesting hook.
Good old Albert?
Yeah, good
Good
old
old
Albert.
Albert.
Yeah. You can use these type of things when you can draw it or like make it a little bit more cartoony. Apparently that's fine. We use it in different creatives. But what is really, really good, and I love it, is this like the old lady hook, which is basically is this.
Oh,
This one's actually the
actual
gameplay.
Yeah, this actual gameplay. Yeah. And then you have these different headlines. So they have this, obviously, with the one old lady, but then they have another old lady. So it's not like only one creative, but it's actually like multiple creatives with old people. This is like very serious. But again, your brain age or brain is 50, 60,
so you're
70.
getting younger as you're matching.
Of course. And then
I should
if you
really
score-
start matching more often then.
yeah. And if you if you fail, you fail. That's how it is. And then what we have there? I want to show you one other thing,
But
which
I
is
feel like what a fresh thing to see actual gameplay in creative.
yeah, I know, right? I know. So there is this like the old lady, like one old lady that appeared in all of the Iridicore creatives. I'm not sure if you remember, but I will show you, and maybe you will. So this one, this old lady right there. So, and let's see.
They have
One
the
end
same
card of
idea.
triple tile. There you go. So I have to confess, I use this old lady a lot in the creatives as well.
Is she a
for the
stock
female audience.
image lady and use
Yes,
paper?
yeah.
How much is she for a campaign?
So you can. I would rather not say. I mean, let's not talk about money in this situation. But it's not a lot. It's not a lot. You can.
Is it hundreds or thousands or tens?
Yeah, 100. No,
Okay.
hundreds. Man,
Okay.
it's stock. It's stock bank. It's checks. It's peanuts. Seriously. So I mean, I've seen it working in different games as well. So I guess like this old lady definitely performed quite well. So that's why people use it. So honestly, we have other creative concepts, and this is my favorite actually, which is clear the board. And this has nothing to do with the gameplay, obviously.
Are they using the creative concepts from their other game, the Vudoku one? This seems like
Vudoku is it's similar. In Vudoku they use IQ instead of brain age, so they use different shapes and different scenarios, like how to improve your IQ or just how to match your IQ to celebrities as well. And then we have this like clear the board as well. So like you can see again more on the different tiles rather than just the tiles from the game. But this is I kind of like it. It feels pretty satisfying to see this, and also with the dice as well. So yeah, this is my favorite actually. Feels a little bit ASMR, though.
Shut up.
Yeah, so a lot of different things. I mean, they have this like weird shit happening as well with different tiles and this like matching. So they're using quite a lot of creatives. Honestly, I was really impressed on this. And then what they are doing also in here, so they have different objects as tiles, and they're trying to match these as well. So it's shoes, flags, animals, food, even. Oh, do you see it now?
Mm-hmm.
Again, as a hook, the first few seconds they have socks as well.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice. And this is the different. This is used from their Vudoku also. So there's this like first 3 seconds where there's like a real hand, no AI hand, real hand actually. Scratching something on paper, and then you go directly to the video afterwards. So they used it quite a lot in the Vudoku.
What was that? The socks bingo?
Maybe. This feels pretty weird, by the way. So I was looking into it as well, and this is like, why would you use a slot?
Man.
Like every time you
Isn't that just increases CPI a lot?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to say. Like this is just like no. But it's only the only one creative I saw. So I mean, in the spirit of testing, why not? I almost wanted to say there is no hyper casual inspiration, but there was. There was, and it's different type of hyper casual inspiration. It's not like the same bullshit gate creative that we saw in the previous episode from Tower. Top War, not Tower, Top War. But again, definitely not connected to any of the gameplay. But it's I think it can work quite well. So you can use the hyper casual inspiration for female oriented games as well. You just need to find different mechanic from the hyper casual, and they have this as well.
Okay, you're gonna go so much overtime if you show all these creatives because you still have another game to get through.
No, don't worry. I'm going I'm gonna show it anyway in the post production. So yeah, there you go. So I can stop sharing now. Yeah. So yeah, they're definitely experimenting with different things. But do you remember like what is the anatomy of the great performing video? So they have the hook, the fake cartoonish Einstein, old people, and then the beat, which here is more like clear the board type of gameplay, which is altered gameplay as I mentioned, since the tiles are not moving in the game, so it's fake Tetris or whatever. And then they have the end card, which is play the next level, and then you can try to find different creative concepts even. So if you remember, there was the clear the board on the first spot. So triple match 3D revenue, thank God we have something. But in terms of revenue or downloads, it's almost the same, except the Brazil is missing. So they have US, UK, Japan, Germany. They have Canada, Australia, France, Switzerland, South Korea, and Italy again. So I'm not sure like what's happening with Italy and these tile match games. But apparently it kind of works. So as you can see, well, you can't see, but I will show it. They have only 800K installs per month versus 4 million. So you can see the reality of running purchase-oriented campaigns, which brings me to their CPI can be quite higher than triple tile. Their revenue growth is really impressive. So last month they made 13 million. The year before they were sitting on 14.7. So, and this is most probably still like not 100% correct, but maybe they're earning a little bit more than what we are seeing here. On the other hand, the revenue split is 60% iOS versus 40% Android. So that's way different. It's way different from triple tile because there is 87% on the Android side. So again, everything in terms of UI channel mix, everything you can think of, but the top one spending channel is Google here. It was almost 30% of the whole spend, but they started scaling down in the last month or two, and now A'la is taking over the spot number one with 25% of the whole spend.
Do you think
Then
that's
you have
because they're on Max, or
most probably
if they have ads? I don't even know if they have ads, right?
True, but they have Uplovin SDK in, but they have also Iron Source SDK in. So, no, like why would you add this SDK if you don't have ads? That's
I keep playing the game. Maybe I can mention something. I'll keep playing it. Maybe by day 10 I'll get some. Who knows?
Yeah, and also they have misplaying them in the mix as well. They have like beautiful 3D ads, really relaxing and nice to watch, but that's it. And experimenting with different tiles, objects, but it feels like there is a lack of creative depth a little bit. Triple Tile is experiment with a lot of different shit. And with this level of revenue and spend, I would assume way more creatives being tested. So let's look at one comparison between games. So live creatives comparison actually. Triple Match 3D, 300 live creatives. Triple Tile, 950.
Oh, wow.
That's a way.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big difference. So, and it's but
finally
again,
saying an interesting fact, huh?
Yeah. And the Maven Mate rating, I would say Triple Tile 10 out of 10 or like 9 at least. Definitely Triple Match like 7 or 8. Still pretty good, but the creatives are like definitely something that they could improve. And at first I had it a little bit other way around, but then I looked a little bit deeper in the creative pen and I was like, wow, okay. I was really disappointed, but disappointed in a way that the Triple Match 3D could do way more. And I don't want to sound like arrogant or skeptical, but they still like I think they still do an amazing job, but they could do way better with this level of revenues. Man, they could be testing at least like twice or like 600 creatives per month for sure. So I'm gonna show all the creatives in the background, so just not to waste time on all of this. It's not as interesting as the Triple Tile. But also, this episode is brought to you by Misplay. We mentioned it twice. But I briefly want to mention them because thank you very much for the support. And Misplay is #1 loyalty app for mobile gamers and is the media source that leverages continuous rewarded engagement to drive retention and LTV for advertisers. So this time, a few facts about Misplay. So as I mentioned, #1 loyalty app for mobile gamers. Top 5 entertainment app on Google Play for US, Canada, UK, and Germany, and top 10 for France and Korea. So they have 30 million lifetime installs globally on Android, and Misplay has given away over 51 million rewards to date. They also ranked as top 5 media source in a singular ROI index in 2023. So pretty good. And as I said, I used them multiple times, even before they had the ROAS campaigns that leverages their powerful AI models. And that was like CPI based. And before then, it was working quite well. So now it's working even better. So check it out, misplay.com, or ping me as you started doing since they, we are talking about them on the podcast. Yeah, I received a lot of requests for intro. So thank you very much. Keep doing that. Okay. Over to you, Remo. You have 2 minutes.
2 minutes, Remo.
As usual.
No, I mean, no. We are comparing two games, and I think, this deserves to be a little bit longer than usual. That's fine.
Yes, 20 minutes.
You good? Yeah,
I'll manage. No worries.
Yeah, you can do your magic because, of course, you are playing this on fucking PC. Jesus, what is that?
Hold that mic closer to your mouth, though.
This is actual big advantage with playing this on PC because by clicking with the mouse in Triple Match, it like the preciseness it saved me like I don't know how many misclicks.
Yeah, and when I was playing this game, I was 100%. I was just like, man, I wish I was playing this on computer because I use so many times. It's infuriating when you click on something and it's wrong.
Yeah, so let's start. So
more.
This is pretty much this kind of a new, I would say, rising puzzle subcategory, which is called tile match, or people could call it something like that. I would put it into like two variants. One is the tiles one, where you have actual tiles, which we have, let's say, here in
Man, can
triple
you actually
tile.
show?
Yeah, that's there.
I know, but
And
now show the other gameplay.
yeah, and then the other one is a physics-based one, where actually you have I call it the mess variant, where there's literal objects mess that you need to then go through and pick the right ones. So
You know, Jakub, I'm disappointed because you're only on level 31 and Felix is already 50.
but I have 2 more games than both of
47.
you.
But, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Fair
so
enough.
what's really interesting between these is that in order to understand the evolution here, again, we need to dig deeper, history lessons here. So
Oh, by the way, sorry to interrupt. So we were discussing these boombox games, like why is it published or why is it under Miniclip? So developer boombox, publisher Miniclip, just for context.
So the first one, actually, from the category, if I understand, is Zen Match from Moon, currently owned by Moon Active. Yeah, which is, I would say, the first tile variant one. If you look at it, it looks very, very similar, and it was soft launched in November 18, 2020, and the triple tile game was soft launched in July 8, 2021. So you could see it's an iteration on top of each other.
You could also see Austin from Garden's Caves trying to escape the shark at the bottom in the banner.
Yeah, same that.
So lucky, amazing.
See, that's a refresh rate of 15 seconds right there.
Yeah,
nice.
some key differences here. The games play very, very similarly. They're both based on this kind of a inventory constraint mechanic where you can click only on so much tiles until you run out of space and then you lose. Only the top layer of tokens are accessible. You cannot click or use the ones that are pretty much blocked on the layers under them. The Zen Match one actually uses this kind of a hidden tile mechanic where you cannot see what tiles are getting there, which makes it much more harder actually. Whereas with the triple tile one, it's very, very relaxing because you can pretty much see every single one of them as you see here, and you can pre-plan your every move. And there's no time constraint here or move constraint here, so it's I guess it's, for me, it's better. Just the left one is better. The Zen Match one also goes through like series of like different chunks of levels, whereas triple Taiwan is just one big level, which again I guess plays for the sunken cost fallacy better with ads rather than the IAP boosters here. But yeah, let's see. And then the Zen Match one also has the layer with the decoration one, the small one, pretty much, where you can like decorate stuff and the usual kind of a very, very streamlined redecoration game. Looking at the revenue, the Zen Match one is actually declining, and it's peaked somewhere in January 2022 at something like 7 million a month in IAPs, and now it's somewhere at like 2.5 or something. So based on this, pretty much the original is now making less than the iteration, which is kind of interesting.
Take into consideration that it was bought by Moonactive, and now I think they are just restructuring things, team, putting resources in place. So it's it's gonna be better or just on the growth trajectory soon-ish, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. Like yeah, it definitely has like a lot of things that I guess can work pretty well. The triple tile game is just kind of streamlined. I didn't see any like additional layers here. It's just that no currencies, no lives, no decoration, no nothing. It's just a very, very streamlined game. I guess that's why it works so great with ads traffic probably. So yeah, pretty much very, very similar game is built for completely different monetization. So we'll see how it ends up. And now, if we switch to the physics one, we also need to talk about Match 3D from Lion.
That was
So which one came first? Which one came first?
Match 3D.
The Lion one that's currently showing me our favorite interstitial.
Wow. Is the interstitial? I mean, like, wow,
So
okay.
you timed interstitial placement just perfectly, right?
Yeah, but it also like it
Very
feels like
perfectly.
so that's a playable.
Yeah, it's a playable.
Playable
So
end
Match
card.
3D from Lion Studios is actually the first
True.
one from this whole batch that came on April 9, 2020. And the main difference is, after we close this glorious interstitial,
Beautiful,
is
right?
that
It's beautiful.
they don't even use the tile system there. It's just that the triple match game is pretty much an evolution of all of these.
Did you just get another interstitial?
Yeah, I did.
Well,
Nice
you should,
Lion Studios. Guys, we just watched one.
yeah.
We shouldn't have to watch 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, can
Any
you
any
play the
basic
game?
Admon person will be able to tell you that. Don't show 2 interstitials in a row.
Yeah.
Skip it. You can press skip.
The thing is with the we are
Stupid
actually
Iron
getting to
Source
the level.
interstitial ads, huh?
Yeah, Admon lesson number 101, I guess. Okay, can you just finally play the fucking game?
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to it.
You will get third.
He's gonna get a third interstitial.
I'm gonna just.
This is gonna be
laugh
so
my
funny if he
ass off.
does.
Will
What
we
is
get
wrong
there?
with your?
Yeah, this is what happens on PC. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a Unity ad. Unity ad.
Yeah, we're
Come on,
getting
wow.
bombarded.
Wow, this is man. It's a Rush Royale now. Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
that's like another difference between these games. This is Admon, but yeah, finally when we get to the actual gameplay.
No way! After 5 minutes of
So
talking,
it's three
about it,
interstitials to get into the gameplay.
So
Nice.
the thing is that this was the
Interesting.
original game, which plays very, very like a hyper casual game, where the rule is kind
Which is a
of much more
hyper-casual game,
simple.
by the
Yeah,
way.
it's a hyper casual game, where you just need to match two things and put them here, and then you get the star. The thing is, you need to clear all this mess, like all of it, man. It's
Wow.
like torturing.
But
Very,
you have
very.
you have only 5 minutes, and
Yeah,
then you
you-
can watch another like 5 interstitials to get.
Yeah, so what actually, like, you can see that, by the way, they use the same models. My guess is this is built on some kind of asset pack from Unity.
Honestly,
or
I
what.
was looking in.
And
Hey,
they're-
man,
like the pieces here are completely the same between these two games.
and you know
That's
why?
interesting.
Because I think I was reading into this that the match 3D was actually developed by Boombox as well, and now it's published.
Is it?
Yeah, I
That's
think
a
so.
good
Yeah.
insight, mate.
Yeah. So the thing is that what has happened here, that they took this glorious interaction of going to this all mess and put the tile match structure on top of it. Because here there's some key differences. For instance, here I can ramble through this mess all I want in order to find the thing that I want or whatever, like do something.
Yeah.
But here, if I misclick, it's
Then
on
you're
chocolate, I
fucked,
click
yeah.
on X. Yeah, I cannot, like every click is pretty much a misclick here. So some very, very subtle but very key differences that make these games into something marvelous, which is this again 14 million a month monster here on the right.
Well,
Again,
you can make Felix estimate the match 3 revenue as well.
yeah, like these guys are actually making, if I understand, around 1 million a month in IAP also. That's very
And you
interesting.
just saw free fucking interstitials
Yeah,
in like
exactly. They peak at
100%,
somewhere
70%, ads.
like
yeah,
December
most probably.
2020 or January 2021, if I read this correctly, they peak at like 4 million a month. And then, currently they're doing like 1 million a month in IP only. And they, as I said, were the first one to like pretty much start this physics craze. And then comes the Boombox triple match game, and that's pretty much take it all and takes all the like Zen match structure and puts it on top of it. Whereas here, you are now constrained by time to sort this mess, but keep in mind that there's just only few pieces here, so it isn't that hard. Like, to be honest, like the optimal way how to play this game is to match all the time, so you're just clearing the thing just by thinking around it, because they added this goal quest orientation, like pretty much objectives, which streamlines the game pretty heavily. You don't need to like ramble through this whole mess, and it takes so long, and it's like literally torturing me on the older variant. This new one feels much more fresh. It's very dynamic, and it's a completely different gameplay.
Look, Clash of Clans banner, which is cropped, guys. Repair your fucking sizes.
Yeah, so I would say
Jesus Christ.
it's a genius iteration on what this game, the newest one, because the Triple Match 3 soft launch on February 2022. So I guess this is the best out of the bat for me. Sorry, Felix ads.
Well, it
They have
makes 50
different,
million
right?
a month as well.
yeah. So they have the.
I'm going to keep playing. I want to see what ad placements they eventually get, because if they have a remove ad button, clearly, or how much does it cost actually? Can you click on it?
Watch this one.
Yeah.
You need to pay. The thing is that they have the like the whole meta structure of the usual puzzle game, such as like the P games or Dream Blast games, like the star chest, the level chest, the tournaments, the events, the streaks, everything like a proper puzzle game would have. So that's, I guess, their main way of how to drive the monstrous
Felix,
revenue.
if Triple Match 3D game has Admon SDK, Iron Source SDK, Unity Ads SDK, and I'm pretty sure like they should have the ads somewhere.
They do have ads, 100%, but it's just they come at some later stage.
Or we are the posh whales, in-app whales that you were talking about.
Yeah, we'll see.
Upper class.
Yeah, but I would say it's a genius iteration on like this kind of physical mass variant of like a tile
that game is amazing. Seriously.
Yeah. I like it so much, and it's just like you can match all the time you want, and pretty much it's very, very satisfying. And it's easy because, as I said, like you have like 4 to 5 different symbols, and you have multitudes of instances of the tokens here. Whereas here you have just 2 of the same pair in this whole mess that you need to clear, which is like really, really like I did like 3 of these levels and like takes like 10 minutes. I don't want to do that anymore. So
yeah. Also, the satisfying feeling is shown in the ads as well. Like that was really beautiful. They're really well made.
Actually, keep in mind that let's say here in the triple, if you switch to triple tile game, you like learn the patterns pretty fast, and like there's not that much to find anyway because you see the whole thing. But here, just by moving the physics a little bit and these objects just rolling, for instance, this is a plate or egg or what it is, just by changing the physics angle, you get much more of these like new things to spot into the picture. So it creates this kind of a automatic UGC where things that you need to find,
UGC,
things that you need to find are just by like they just have much more combinations to go through in order to learn them. So it's just like it's great, genius iteration, I would say. So
you sound pretty optimistic. What happened to you?
My thing is that triple tile, I would say 9 out of 10. Again, I'm missing social features, even though if it's an ad game, come on, some social features.
Even though, how dare you snare at the ad monetization?
Yeah, so maybe because it's kind of very, very traditional for puzzle games to have like social features, and I would be missing that's there. And regarding the Boombox one, the triple match, I don't know if I have anything to say here, like what's not working. Like maybe there are some mythical ads that we didn't see that they are somewhere there, maybe hiding. But definitely 10 out of 10. Like the iteration, the execution, and what they're doing
features are great as well.
Yeah, everything, it's like top notch.
Well, so I mean, both of these games are like amazing. And clearly, because they're making a lot of money as well. So it's if we say 9 out of 10, it's just that's amazing.
Yeah. Should we finish there, maybe, Mache, with you giving a shout out to our party that we're hosting this week?
For the MAU, we should. Yeah. Why not? So we are hosting a party, co-hosting a party at MAU Wednesday in Encore Beach Club. So if you want to just join us, please sign up on the link in the show notes. It's gonna be fucking amazing. It's Encore Beach Club is actually doing a open bar for 1 hour for everybody from our like guest list. So that's pretty nice from them. So be sure to be there quite early, and you can meet us and get hammered. That's always good. Then we can also, stay until 4 a.m. and, have a
discussion.
Have a discussion. Yeah. Have a great discussion. But definitely ping us at the MAU. We're going to be there from Tuesday to to Thursday. Yeah, looking forward.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Bye.
Pretty good. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. Tell your colleagues and friends about our podcast and YouTube channel.
And reach out if you want to say hi. We appreciate it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys.
Bye.
Cheers. Until next time. Why? Now it's fine to record.
Never.
Oh my God. Okay, but I need to show you something first, and then we can actually start because this is fucking amazing. Oh, I need to find it first. Where the fuck is it? Okay, I will do it this way. This and this. Yes.
Yes.
So check this out and then listen.
Is that Samuel L. Jackson? No! This is amazing! No! You did
There you
not.
go.
Oh my
What
God.
an intro, right?
Beautiful human being. Of course you can stay in my room at Gamescom. Fucking bring your whole family, man. That was amazing.